I had a scan and was told to expect a phone call a couple of weeks later. I got a phone call within a couple of days. Can you come and see us? And obviously, you're worried. Sat down in front of the consultant and with a heavy heart, he said, yeah, we think it's cancer. To be honest, my world fell apart. I was diagnosed with throat cancer and I've spent the last 6 years going through a number of treatments, surgeries, etc., so on and so forth, to hopefully become cancer-free as I am now. I assumed because I had cancer, I was going to die. And I was like that for a number of days. Got stunned and bewildered, I think, but once you then started it reviewed by different people, you understand that actually, yes, it is cancer, but it is very treatable and it's very survivable. The pictures start to change.
I found a lump under my arm, which was actually a breast cancer. So I realised almost certainly straight away really that it wasn't just the breast cancer, but it had spread.
I have a cancer called myelofibrosis, which is one of the many blood cancers, in fact. My diagnosis was in January 2014. I've lived with this for 11 years, nearly 11 years now, and during that time I've led a completely normal life. I felt totally normal. I have never had any pain at all.
The thing that's helped me start to feel a little bit more comfortable or at ease with the process was information. I was very lucky. I had a fantastic team, the oncologist. He treated me as a person, not as a patient. And he basically said, look, this is a problem, I have a solution, you need to run with it. And I had trust in him.
When it was discovered that I had the breast cancer, the oncologist told me straight away, and my surgeon, that I would have chemotherapy followed by either a lumpectomy or a mastectomy, and then I would have radiotherapy. So I thought, oh, you know, that's a lot. And I didn't know then that it was going to take a whole year and more. I was prepared for it, but it's quite a lot to take on board. I think, again, the answer is to ask lots of questions, because I think the more you understand what's going to happen to you, the more you feel reassured.
The initial aspects of my treatment were quite overwhelming, if I'm totally honest. I was told that I would have to have a series of procedures to prepare me for my treatment. The first formal part of treatment was surgery, so I had the bad stuff taken out. I then had to recover from that, and then had a series of chemotherapy treatments, and then chemotherapy coupled with radiotherapy. So it was quite invasive, but the whole process was very well planned and explained to me.
Listen to what you're told by the consultant, very important. And the other thing is, and I do say this to people if I can pick them up if they're new to this, don't be scared, but do trust your consultant. Don't take shortcuts, but take the tablets when you're supposed to take them. If it says take 4 in the evening, take 4 in the evening. Don't try and spread it out. Do exactly what you're told. They know what they're doing. They know what you need, so trust them.
I had my chemotherapy and I had steroids, which helped me over the first few days. The side effects can be unpleasant, but I never found that it was intolerable. The oncologist would always say, how are you feeling? What are your side effects? We can give you this, that and the other. And I took this, that and the other. I don't normally take this, that and the other anything, but I did this time because I thought, yeah, I think I should.
I didn't know what chemotherapy was until somebody said, this is it, and they showed me a bag of liquids. It absolutely exhausted me. And it wasn't until somebody said to me, what you need to do is take it easy because this is heavy stuff.
The oncologist said I would lose my hair, so I thought maybe I'll use this as an opportunity to reinvent myself. So prior to it falling out, I'd gone to the recommended hairdressers and tried on lots of wigs. Most of them looked like wigs, and then I tried on one which was short and straight. I thought, wow, gosh, that's a bit of a different look. And do you know, everybody said, well, Lynn, you look 10 years younger. And I thought, who would have thought something amazing like this would happen when I had cancer?
I also take a chemo drug, which I take every day. They're very mild now and they're very low dose. The treatment has been absolutely incredible. It really has. I'm sitting here at 83 telling you that.
Radiotherapy was fine, You just go into a room, these massive machines kind of circle over you like I don't know, some sort of space machine or something. But there's absolutely no pain at all. They just line you up. That takes a while to make sure that the rays are going in exactly the right position.
Ask questions. If you don't understand, say why. If you think you don't know what's going to happen, aspect of your treatment, say why. What will happen? What will the effects be? What will the lasting effects be? What's my prognosis?
When I first started my treatment, I was told that I could bring someone with me. I would say if you feel nervous, if you feel anxious, do take somebody with you. And again, don't forget that they will feel good because they've helped you.
I was very fortunate to have one key person within that Macmillan loop, who for me was the person I was able to go to try to vent, just to sort of have a quiet room and say, yeah, today I'm all right. Things have been rubbish, but I'm all right. And having that for me was invaluable. They've also been marvellous with the way that have helped me understand what's going on in terms of how it would impact my family.
Macmillan will provide all sorts of help, moral support and practical help. And I would say to anybody who maybe feels they don't have a lot of friends or don't have a big family, do reach out to all the support groups because there are so many.
Speaking to people that have been through the same as you, I found that invaluable.
As cancer patients, it's very normal to feel down at times. What I found to be very helpful was really to talk to people about it. Sometimes I looked up things on the internet, although I wouldn't necessarily recommend that because you get too much information, don't you, and you think you're going to be dead by Tuesday.
Just coming in to reception in the mornings, they see people right at the start, these are receptionists, and people can be really timid and worried and in tears because you get that, because it's the start of their journey.
The oncologists, the nurses, the volunteers who make the tea, the lady who sat down to have a chat with me, every single one of them were a vital part of that big kind of cancer machine, if you like.
During my whole cancer process, I can't speak highly enough about everybody I've come into contact with. I never felt alone. I never felt that I didn't have somebody at the end of a phone or an email or even a text message, which was absolutely fantastic. And I really felt that everybody were on my side.
I think in life, when we're faced with something we're not sure about, we tend to think about the worst scenarios. We think about the what ifs and we think about how we're going to cope with it, because when it's something new, you've no idea really how you're going to react. And I think we do spend a lot of time and energy worrying about things that haven't happened yet.
Yeah, I still have a few issues, both physically and emotionally, that I'm dealing with on a daily basis, but I'm still here when other people have been less fortunate.
The treatment is amazing and it's just for us individually. Our cancer treatment is specially organised for us, and I'm very grateful, and my cancer journey has been a good one.
They're incredible, they really are, and I'm biased, and I hope I get a cup of tea when I come in next time. I come here in 3 weeks.